Y'all status Bill Hubble. I bought Lennox Mall for my brothers. Told y'all bag, told the cutter. I got it out the field, fuck Russell. Going ass Lori about the paddock, and going ass Jordan ass dead. For leak water trying to drown a bitch. That's a habit tricking on a bitch. Shit, I'm thinking I'm crippin' a pimp. Shit, I'm cooking up dope like a dump. Shit, like her first gon' sit nigga trim. Shit, I'm floating, I'm hot in the blimp. Shit, it look like I'm swimming in glass. Shit, I turn on my bitch cause she bad. Shit, I'm making my ex nigga mad. Shit, they go for that number for man. Real nigga learn up, wearing a bag. Piping a bitch and they nail like I can. Turn up the shooters with switches go bad. Stay with some scammers but not with some pain. Slapping no rapping, my dog he fall off. No capping, no bound.
What it do, I go by the name of BR representing that self-made hustle TV where the hustle has to be in you, not on you. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe, man. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. Share this out. Share.
Hold on, man. I got a little circle in this bitch with me, man. How many bags of Courtroom you said was over there? 50 on. Nigga, we finna run through them bitches in 2 days. Zion Shrooms, I'm on both. You 8 years, I'm on both. Ash and Bree, I'm fucking both. I got rats by the low. Ring Mercedes, this a tortoise. My bitch gorgeous, yo bitch horrible. On that ape, I feel immortal. Try too slow, this shit ain't for you. 10 years, I'm on both. I'm in the uterus, you want more. I got a cannon, I let it blow. Ain't talking cereal, we got them bows. Ain't talking about lunch, but we having loads, nigga. That shit getting sold, nigga. I'm one-on-one, bitch, don't compare me to your old nigga. Put some up on this, that's just the easy way to die. Trouble number one, I'll find that door without no fight. Yeah, additions imperfect, got me rolling out my mouth. You know I'm solid as they come, these niggas know I'm drunk no dime. This a T-Rex, see that horse, pull up on that block and torch. Me and my shot pay divorce, you go with the ride on force. Let out shots and then go. Almost got caught, that shit was close. I do can't
YouTube members, man, salute, man.
Let's go. I'm on both, you 8 years, I want both. Ash and Bree, I'm fucking both. I got rats by the low. Ring Mercedes, this a tortoise. My bitch gorgeous, yo bitch horrible. On that ape, I feel immortal. Try too slow, this shit ain't for you. I look like a bull moose. Get your sense that shit in cool. Never let a nigga take from you that trap rule number 2. I'm mixing string, I'm making stews. Yeah, now you can't be my boo. I fuck these bitches by the 2. These niggas broken and confused. Bitch said I'm ugly, ho. So what? Bet all your friends gon' come in for. Oh, you ain't special. Hope you ain't think that all you good for is a nut. I'm an apex, I'm a beast. Trap all night, can't get no sleep. 100 bags, came on money, it's gonna be gone by the end of the week. I take sale, I take Venmo, bitch on Lord, like a hippo. Nigga don't play with me, I'm telling you, I get you wet. What's on crypto? Be some mold, but I told that lame ass nigga this was window. I spent rest to protect my life, I had the bullet through my window. Zion Shrooms, I'm on both. You 8 years, I'm on both. Ash and Bree, I'm fucking both. I got rats by the low. Ring Mercedes, this a tortoise. My bitch gorgeous, yo bitch horrible. On that ape, I feel immortal. Try too slow, this shit ain't for you.
Try too slow, this shit ain't for you. Man, I gotta play another one, man, and then we gonna get into the content, man. You know, I'm fresh out work and I gotta get my vibes together. Salute, Miss Sabia. You know why? Cause shit, I ain't been to sleep yet because I've been at work. But I woke up. I woke up this morning, all my limbs here. So I ain't got no complaining to do, man. No motherfucking complaining out of me, man. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no complaining out of old self, man. Woke up, you definitely blessed, man. God did it. God did it. God did it. I woke up. I'm blessed. Yes. God did it. God did it. God did it. I'm blessed. Yes. God did it. God did it. God did it. God did it. I'm blessed. Used to sell dope. Now I sell dope. Now I'm so woke. Let's go. Wasn't me at all, man. Wasn't me at all, man. Can't think. Yes. Sometimes you can't just say nothing, just say yes, man. Thank you. I'm blessed. Can't say just yes. God did it. God did it. God did it. Oh. I'm blessed. I hope all is blessed, man. I hope sometimes you just gotta say yes, sir. Thank you. Let them know you happy about him waking you up this morning, man. So, man, the payoff is shout out to all y'all, man. Shout out to all y'all. Shout out to the onlookers. Shout out to the whole team, man. Without y'all, this shit wouldn't do not a mimi tata. You know what I'm saying? So, let me cue this shit up real fast, y'all, for y'all real fast. My bad, I didn't have my ducks in a row. Let me make sure. I woke up, I'm blessed. Yes. What the fuck is going on? Okay. It's loading up, y'all, real fast. Y'all give me 1 minute. God did it. God did it. My nigga Big B is. Good morning, Big B. Man, the dealer, man. The dealer, the filler, the dealer, man. He's back.
For Sean Diddy Combs. Welcome to Sidebar, presented by Law and Crime. I'm Jesse Weber.
This shit right here, man.
Well, it is another
Appreciate
day, and it is
Big B.
another Diddy lawsuit. Yep, this time from a man who says he was the former executive assistant of the disgraced rapper and music producer, and he's accusing Diddy of essentially sexual coercion, abuse, battery, sex trafficking, intentional infliction of emotional distress. And it all stems, he says, from what happened at these lavish, drug-fueled nights called Wild King Nights. So this 32-page lawsuit, which was reviewed by multiple outlets, including Rolling Stone.
I want y'all to listen to see, Miss S.A., this is what kills me about this case. Is how they make up like slang names for the shit that he doing and shit. Like, I never seen that done. Like, we know the names could be the black people that made up the slang names, like it might be a street slang or something. But they exploiting this shit on the news, like the freak off, like that's their name up for the parties that he have, the freak out. That's a slang name for why it can't just be a sexual party or something. You know what I'm saying? The drug bag, dog. Listen to the name that I don't want to say the name right. Like I want to say it right. They got a name for the drug bag, bro, that he used, fool. Like a slang name. I can't. Man, I can't make this shit up. Y'all gotta watch this, man. Just watch.
Was apparently filed in Los Angeles by a man named Philip Pines, who says he worked for Diddy from 2019 to 2021. So actually more recent than some other suits we've seen against Sean Combs that have been in the early 2000s or even the 90s. But according to reporting in the suit, Pines is alleging a few different things here. Now, before we even get into it, and there is a lot to get into, you might be wondering, what like the heck does that mean? Like, what are we talking about when we say Wild King Nights? Well, part of this lawsuit alleges that Pines had to prove his loyalty to Sean Combs, who was dubbed the King, by performing sex acts for him, hence the name Wild King Nights. The suit even reportedly says that Pines was treated, quote, like an animal playing fetch in order to prove...
Now you see, Wild King Nights? Wild King Nights, dog? So y'all just making up slang words for this shit, bro. Like, I don't like that. I don't be agreeing. Now, I don't agree with none of this shit that Diddy did. But the way they just like, dog, they just like this some nigger shit. Like, excuse my language, y'all. Like, basically, that's just how I feel. Like, look what you niggas doing. Look, this is what they call it. This is what the black folks call it. The freak off or the trick bag. Or, like, I don't like that, dog.
Prove his loyalty. And by the way, that is just one of the many disturbing details in this lawsuit. So to help me break it down, I want to bring on friend of the show, defense attorney Mauricio Padilla, who has been our go-to as we've been covering the Sean Combs saga. Mauricio, so good to see you. Thanks so much. Happy holidays. Before we get into the... as well. Yeah, thank you. Before we get into the specifics here, you know, I feel like we're almost becoming numb to the lawsuit after the lawsuit after the lawsuit. And do all of the allegations against Combs so far that we've seen make the claims here, these new claims, do you think it makes it more or less true? In other words, does the fact that a lawsuit comes out in late 2024, as opposed to maybe at the beginning of the year or right after he was arrested, but, you know, on the heels of all the allegations so far, how should we all be thinking about yet another lawsuit against Sean Combs?
Listen to this.
Yeah,
I think little by little it's chipping away at whatever he's got left as far as reputation-wise. I mean, I think when I read it, the biggest key factor for...
And people might think I'm being racist or something. I'm not being racist. I just want y'all to show me a charge. I'm not being racist. I just want y'all to show me a charge where it's a white man that they do some shit like this to him. Like they tear him down, make slang words for the shit that the crime that he committed or whatever. Like, I just want them to, I want to see that. It ain't happen, bro.
For me is that we're talking about somebody that was under his employ, if that allegation is true. If this was actually somebody that was employed by him from 2019 to 2021, he's got a problem on his hands because it's not just a Jane Doe or John Doe or a random person. This is someone that was, you know, in his circle, under his employ. So the allegations are serious. And as we've seen, could be foreshadowing testimony in the criminal case. When I read this, I can't fathom that the prosecutors are going to want to talk to him or include him, especially regarding the allegations of scrubbing his cell phone and other devices for evidence, things of that nature that when you read it, it really, it goes hand in hand with the indictment.
Now, I want to get into that, especially the time frame, because let's keep this in mind. Prosecutors have alleged criminal conduct from 2008 to 2024. This would be right in that time frame. So let's everybody keep that in mind. We'll talk more about it, but I have to get into a little bit more of these allegations, starting with what Pine says he was in charge of doing for these parties. What was his job? So one of the things Pines alleges here is that he was responsible for setting up these gatherings, which reportedly involved heavy usage of various illegal drugs and alcohol and sexual paraphernalia. And sometimes it would take place.
Remember I told y'all steady looking at who the superstars is. They gonna say who the superstar, man, them superstars is not gonna tell. Them superstars is not gonna wanna act like they was not involved because it's gonna make them lose money. The people that's gonna tell on them is these people they talking about right now. The people that's cleaning up, the people that's setting up the parties, the maids, the cooks. My nigga, the shit that they seen, them the people that's gonna tell on your ass, dude.
Inside of Diddy's bedroom. He says that Diddy instructed him to prepare spaces with these specific items. Quote, plaintiff was instructed by Sean Combs on multiple occasions to ensure his personal bedroom and or various hotel rooms were set up with red lights, ice buckets, alcohol, marijuana joints, honey packs for male libido, baby oil, Astroglide, towels, illegal drugs.
I'm gonna let that shit just sit there for a minute, man. The boy had rolled joints for y'all. Boy had honey packs. Like, the boy had it ready. Like, if you ready to get down with the get down, man, he got the party, the Diddy special pack, man. That boy say red lights. That red light special. All through the night. He say red lights, nigga. Ice buckets, alcohol, marijuana joints, pre-rolls. Honey, man, ain't no telling what he put in that weed. Any nigga who smoked that weed, y'all gotta be out y'all motherfucking mind. Honey packs, male lube, baby oil, man, towels, illegal drugs, and power banger sex machines? God, what the fuck is a power banger sex machine, bro? I don't even want to Google it, man.
And I'm sorry to say this, power banger sex machines. That's the way it's categorized. Now,
This is what I'm saying to y'all, dog. Just that wordery. Just that wordery. Just the wordery, y'all. Man, we're gonna go back, man. Fuck that. Fuck that. Yo, if I'm gonna give it to y'all, I'm gonna give it to y'all the way it's supposed to be. Bro, power banger machine. Hey, the dealer, the filler, man. God damn. Dog, what? Is this in the lawsuit? Like, man, come on, my nigga. Like, they couldn't say a sex toy and sex toys. Why couldn't it be just sex toys? Why did it have to be, it had to be the power banger machine? Like, it sounds like something that's gonna hurt somebody. Y'all hit the like button, man. God damn. This should have been a thumbnail right here, but they probably would have flagged me, though. It's crazy, dog. The power banger machine. And then you notice they mentioned right here the illegal drugs. Like, okay, why it just couldn't be illegal drugs? It had to be marijuana joints. He had it rolled up for you. Damn, Diddy.
Occasions to ensure his personal bedroom and or various hotel rooms were set up with red lights, ice buckets, alcohol, marijuana joints, honey packs for male libido, baby oil, Astroglide, towels, illegal drugs, and I'm sorry to say this, power banger sex machines. That's the way it's
He said he's sorry to say this.
categorized. Now, if you're unfamiliar, Astroglide is a lubricant, and also on that list allegedly was an erectile dysfunction drug called Cialis and the morning after pill. So these party supplies, he says, were kept in a bag called the MVP bag.
You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying, Miss Sensei? The MVP bag. They call this the MVP bag? Damn, they get like, not the bag of drugs that he used to overdose his victims or whatever it may be. God damn it, man, the MVP bag. Yeah, you the most valuable player, all right.
According to Rolling Stone, who says he reviewed a copy of the lawsuit, Pine says he couldn't just leave the supplies in the hallway and walk away. No, he alleges he had to be let into the room, meaning he ended up seeing what was...
Now, you can't
Need to run Windows on your
now.
Mac?
You can't make
Parallels
this shit up,
Desktop
y'all.
makes it simple.
is going on behind closed doors, so to speak. By the way, as you can see from a lot of the stories that we cover on Sidebar, it just goes to show you how important personal safety is. And by the way, that is especially true when it comes to protecting your privacy online. I think you would be shocked at how much of your personal information is out there, like your address, your phone number. Do you ever wonder why you get so many spam calls and emails? Those are true. How does that impact the strength? Get 60% off of an annual Incogni plan. That Pines makes mention of the fact that he was exposed to what was allegedly going on inside these rooms, that he couldn't just drop the stuff off and leave. If those allegations are true, how does that impact the strength of his claim? The strength.
Hey, that nigga MVP bag got some shit in there that could get horses high, nigga. That could comatose a horse. Nah, I don't want no MVP bag.
This lawsuit, because allegedly he's a key eyewitness.
He's a key eyewitness, and not only that, but he says that he was forced to look at the videos that memorialize these parties and these events when he was scrubbing the videos off of his phone. And he actually says that he was intimidated and threatened that if Sean Combs' family were to ever find the videos or images, that he would never work in the industry again. So not only was he live seeing the actual events that occurred, but he was also referenced to have to look at the videos and images that were when he had to scrub the phone. I mean, listen, this case is all encompassing to the point that P. Diddy has successfully vilified baby oil. And if anybody thinks that that's not true, this Valentine's, show up to your bedroom with a bottle of baby oil and see what your spouse says.
Wow.
Damn. Dog, this how they do it now. You got the lawyers, they cracking cracks on this man on a serious matter, man. I ain't gonna lie. You bring that baby oil to the room these days, she might trip. She might trip on you and be like, what you doing with that? That's cold. We got the lawyer. We got, look at that smile on his face, dog. Look at this, dog. Oh, man.
They're not gonna like it. What is that?
What a year.
David,
What a
year.
You know, one of the things is, I mean, the thing that's stuck.
You ain't even lying. I'm breaking down some right now. I'm looking at this weed. It got me scared to smoke it, man. The MVP pack.
Out to me, you mentioned it before. These allegations are so consistent with what the allegations are that are laid out by prosecutors when they describe the freak-offs in their indictment, right? These sex-fueled parties, these drug-fueled parties, baby oil, the Astroglide. And it makes me wonder, A, do you think Mr. Pines is a cooperating witness for the government? B, if so, do you think he was one of the people that they originally spoke to when they were coming up with this, when they were drafting the indictment and coming up with the charges? Or do you think he's come out after? Because again, I think the timing of the lawsuit's important too, at the end of the year, right now. Talk to me about what you think his role might be.
If I had to guess, I would figure that the feds already talked to him, just because I know from my experience dealing with them how all-encompassing their investigations are. And if he really was his executive assistant from the time frame that they allege in the lawsuit, I can't see a scenario where they wouldn't. I mean, they investigate regular cases.
They trying to say that's executive assistant. See what I told y'all? Didn't I tell y'all it ain't gonna be? Just imagine if what he do to the people who want to be stars, but just imagine what he do to his executive assistant. Like, you probably couldn't even be that. You probably couldn't be the Diddler's personal assistant if you wasn't gonna let him fiddle with you. Ain't that something? Yeah.
To the point that you're, that I'm shocked when I see it as a criminal defense attorney with regular people. When you're talking about a high-profile celebrity case like this, I can't fathom that no one spoke to this individual prior to this. So I would think that, I would think that they did speak to him, and I can't imagine that he's not a witness, because the way that they work is they want everybody that can corroborate their theory of the case to be on their witness list, or to be somebody that they could call. And I can't think that if he actually was his assistant for this time frame, he would be an excellent witness for them.
See, the problem is we don't know who the witnesses are in that criminal case yet. I don't know when we're going to know. Maybe closer to trial, but you have to imagine that their case is built on more than just the testimony of one alleged victim, right? Victim one in the indictment. It has to be more. And even if we assume victim one is Cassandra Ventura, Combs' ex-girlfriend, who filed that initial lawsuit against him, recounted a lot of these details that are consistent with the indictment, talking about the freak-offs and all this, it has to be more than just her. So when I hear something like this, I will tell you, out of a lot of the lawsuits that I've covered over the past several months, this is one of them, one of the few that I actually think is the most consistent with what prosecutors are charging Sean Combs with, right? Sex trafficking, racketeering conspiracy, transportation to engage in prostitution. And it just makes me think that this is why he may play such a crucial role. We could be wrong, though.
And it also talks about Sean Combs physically attacking Gasset, that he kicked somebody in the stomach, that he kicked somebody in the buttocks. So it's really tying together the theory that the prosecution has put out there in their indictment. And I believe that he is a witness. I mean, it's really mimicking a lot of the same things that the federal government is saying that Sean Combs was up to during this time period.
And because the government says, it was a racketeering conspiracy, it was a criminal enterprise. He had associates of his who would set up these events and also clean up these events, which, by the way, let me get back to this lawsuit, because Pine says his role didn't just stop at preparing this. He also says he had to clean up these rooms afterwards. And the cleanup is not any less disturbing, according to the lawsuit. Plaintiff would remove any evidence of drugs, condoms, sex toys, remove bodily stains like blood, urine, and fluids from any sheets, furniture, and pack away all the items you...
We're gonna stop it right there and look at this. The plaintiff would remove, they saying this is the personal assistant. The plaintiff would remove evidence of any drugs, condoms, sex toys, remove bodily stains like blood, urine, fluids from any sheets, furniture, and pack away the items used during the Wild Kings night. So what did they do with the shit? What they do? They just threw it in the trash? Hey, the person who picked that shit up and threw it away should go to jail too. Am I right or wrong? Do y'all feel that way? The person who, that's throwing away evidence, ain't it? That's throwing away evidence, right? This the person who told. I guarantee you this is the person who told on this man. The person who throwing away evidence, that's a crime, bro. That's a crime, bro. So what the feds do, put the squeeze down on that person. Oh, okay, if we can't get the person who was cleaning up. Man, they all going to jail, bro. They all need to be in jail, bro. You covering up a crime for this nigga.
Used during Wild King nights. And all of this cleanup, he says, was also part of a cover-up, so that no one would suspect anything was going on. And that alleged cover-up also included leaving very large...
Here's how the average man's life would change if he never saw an ad again. Day one, he would install Pi on his computer without spending a dime.
Very large tips.
Tips for the housekeeping staff to essentially prevent them from reporting anything.
Paying people. He gonna leave you large tips to make sure this bitch clean and in order. See, Diddy, that's where you fucked up at, man. Trusting people. You want to have the party, do your little freak out and think that everything is behind you after you know you did some devilistic shit, if you did. Oh yeah, tell them to clean it up. That's where you fucked up, man. You should have been there.
And going even further into the duties of his supposed cleanup, this also extended, as we were talking about, to wiping Diddy's personal devices of any evidence. According to the lawsuit reviewed by Rolling Stone, plaintiff was further instructed to scrub Sean Combs' personal devices, including but not limited to personal phones, laptops.
To me, I always thought that Safari was a fake version of Diddy. He wanted to be Diddy.
Tablets of any compromising videos. And by the way, unfortunately in doing so, he says he was once again unwillingly exposed to the alleged conduct that was occurring. In order to accomplish this unreasonable task, plaintiff would have to, again, unwillingly see the video and then erase it. Okay, Mauricio, let me ask you this. How does he prove this? How does he prove all this happened? Is it just his testimony? Will you try to subpoena those people to come forward? How do you prove something was deleted? Talk to me.
Well, first of all, I can only imagine how sloppy Sean Combs was with evidence when he got busted with those 2 machine guns or 3 machine guns with the altered serial numbers. So I really don't trust Sean Combs or the people around him's ability to properly cover up anything. So I envision that you're going to see at trial payments from his Amex for flights for people, straight payments directly from his company to people. And then the time frame is important because this happened in hotels, in places that have surveillance, that there's records that could be consistent with his testimony about when he alleges that these parties took place. He probably has his own information about who attended the events. When you're somebody like Sean Combs and you're such a celebrity and you're engaged in this type of behavior, people around you are memorializing it on their own. So I feel like this guy probably was creating his case prior to him even filing this lawsuit back when it was happening. Because when you're part of this, and if this is true, that he's, threatening you with the threat of being fired, with the threat of, being ostracized in the industry, he may have taken steps to memorialize this himself, saying, you know what, I may have to defend myself in the future, I'm going to start keeping records of what's going on. So I wouldn't doubt it if we see something like that.
Does it hurt or help him that, I'm talking about Mr. Pines, that he could be seen as an active participant in this, that he was complicit in it? Does it hurt his case? Does it hurt maybe if he takes the stand and testifies against Sean Combs at a criminal trial?
I mean, listen, it's a double-edged sword. If it hurts or it helps, yeah, he was complicit. He even admits in his lawsuit that he went as far as to start having sex with this woman when Sean Combs forced him, but then he felt bad. So a lot of people are going to be like, well, you felt bad about it, but you got an erection and you started to have sex with her. So how badly did you feel about it? And I'm sure that his lawyers, Sean Combs' lawyers, are going to attack that. Like, yeah, you were a willing participant. You actually had sex with this woman. You penetrated her. And all of a sudden, years later, you want to back out and say, I wasn't a willing participant. I was forced. And I think you're going to see that a lot in the criminal trial as well, where people, they're going to be like, oh, well, all of a sudden, Sean Combs flew you to a destination, paid you $20,000 to take part in an orgy, gave you drugs, but you're the victim. You're the victim. You didn't want to do it. And I think that we're going to see that a lot, not only from Mr. Pines, but from a lot of the witnesses that are going to come forward in the actual case, where Sean Combs' attorneys are going to be, labeling them as willing participants in something that is not illegal. The problem is that, as we've discussed before, even if you were doing this on the regular since 2008, it's illegal. And it's illegal to pay somebody to cross state lines to perform a sex act. And it's illegal. And it's illegal to cross state lines with drugs, to have these orgies. This stuff's illegal.
Yeah. And one of the main underlying themes in the indictment, and I think you could argue here, is the element of using fraud, force, or coercion to force people to engage in these alleged sex acts. Because according to the review by Rolling Stone, Pines says if the devices, going back to the devices, for example, if the devices weren't wiped clean, he said there would be severe consequences. Plaintiff was instructed that if any of Sean Combs' family sees the videos, either on the personal device or cloud-based storage, plaintiff would be terminated with negative comments so that he could never be in the entertainment industry. That's something you mentioned.
Wow. We gotta go back. Man, do you see that shit, dog? You see, that nigga was threatening niggas like, I got the power, nigga, to nigga, where you want, nigga, you can't go to no record company. I don't give a fuck what type of talent you got, nigga. How good your motherfucking skills is, nigga. I can do this to you if the people see the tape, if my family see the tape. Man, this nigga this is what's killing me about this nigga. Make me feel like he did something, fool. And I'm not saying he did something. when you do shit like this, man, what you hiding, bro? Like, the fuck? Like, what? Like, see, that's what I be telling y'all about power, man. Power, bro. Jay-Z and Diddy them got more power than you think. Now, do y'all realize how they blackballed Dame Dash? How it's like they boxed Dame Dash out for the rebound. To, you know how you getting boxed out, you trying to get a rebound, two niggas trying to box one nigga out? They boxed that nigga out for the rebound until he bounced his ass on the bench. Where he never got the score. That's power, bro. Y'all not understanding the power that these people got. Like the power that these niggas could commit crimes and the people, the judges, will say, nah, they don't gotta testify. They don't gotta testify. They don't, nah. It's just like with the Lil Durk shit on the LBG Duck case. If your name come up in an indictment that many times, nigga, you should have you on the suit and tie in this court appearance. Some type of way, never happened, bro. It's the power of that money in them record companies, bro. It's the power. NBA YoungBoy get out on $3 million bond and shit. And these niggas got to argue with these people to try to get out. They let NBA YoungBoy out on the recognizance of the record company.
Be in the entertainment industry. That's something you mentioned, Mauricio. And I think that's interesting, by the way, on a side note. If that is true, why maybe in the face of all of these allegations, his family has stood by him, right? So if all of this is true, if all of this is true, and again, Sean Combs has not been found guilty. He's not been found liable in any of these lawsuits. But if all of this is true, it makes me wonder, did he compartmentalize his life and keep it away from his family because they have been backing him? So let's start there. So what do you think about that, Mauricio?
Well, I mean, listen, it seems to me from the lawsuit that I read involving his son that he really wasn't compartmentalizing anything with his son, because apparently his son was involved in these parties, at least the one on the super yacht that ended up in a lawsuit. The issue is, I mean, when you're Sean Combs' son and you're 20-something years old, and your dad isn't drawing boldly defined lines in what's acceptable and what's not, one can imagine that maybe his son was mimicking his father, committing the same mistakes as his father. And that's a problem because, as we discussed before, the federal government loves superseding indictments and they love to rope in your family members. That may not be the issue in this case because they could lose the battle of public opinion. People may be like, wow, they're going too far in indicting his son. But that's something that I've seen a lot in my career, and I think a lot of criminal defense attorneys have seen.
So far, what we've said in the indictment, has Mr. Pines committed a crime? Why do I ask that? You think he has been offered some sort of immunity to testify? Again, assuming he would be a cooperating witness in a criminal case based on these allegations. Has he done something illegal by wiping the devices, by paying off the house staff, by cleaning things up?
Creating cool t-shirt designs has truly never been easier. Whether you're creating t-shirt designs for clients or
illegal, dog. Has he did something illegal? What the fuck are we talking about? Nigga, what you hiding? What you hiding? I ain't swiping none of my devices. Nigga, I ain't got nothing to hide. Come on, man. Get the fuck out of here.
He would be offered immunity to testify against Sean Combs.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe theoretically, he could be part of this sex trafficking operation or this racketeering operation. What's your thoughts?
Well, listen, anytime that, from what I've read, if they wanted to say that he was part of the conspiracy, they could, because anybody that helps in furtherance of the conspiracy can be roped into it. So if you were handing out drugs, if you were scrubbing devices,
See, this is what I'm saying. Like, if it's drugs, how come when it's drugs, everybody involved? It don't matter who. If you was there, if you was in the car with the nigga while you was selling, nigga, you involved, you going down. But when it's this, it's a tit for tat who they want to pick. See, I don't this lets you know that it's a fucking void in the justice system, bro. Like, how it's gonna be? Did he do? How can y'all? If it was me on some street shit, nigga, y'all ain't asking no questions. Y'all gonna slam dunk the shit out of me. That's how I be like, bro. This shit here is wicked.
Picking up sex workers at the airport and bringing them to the hotel. Yeah, you're part of it. So I would envision that if the government wanted him to testify, they would offer him immunity, because you're right. Some of the things that he says could lead to, admissions of guilt and wrongdoing in the criminal sense. So I would envision that they would offer him immunity.
Interesting. Now, by the way, his responsibilities, we talked about him allegedly setting up and cleaning up these, alleged escapades, but that is not where the lawsuit ends. Mauricio was talking about it before. There was another harrowing allegation of what could be considered sexual coercion in a very particularly graphic revelation where Pines claims that Diddy allegedly forced him to expose himself to a female guest at Diddy's command, to which Pines says he participated out of fear of consequences. And the way he says this played out, according to the lawsuit, began with Diddy allegedly massaging him, forcing him to take a shot of tequila before pushing him into a female guest. And remember how we mentioned that this was what the supposed meaning behind these Wild King nights was? Well, it's Rolling Stone who mentions that this appears in this lawsuit. Combs was sexually rubbing the shoulder of the plaintiff Pines, informing him to show loyalty to the king. And the next part is just graphic, but let me just say it involved Pines supposedly having sex with this female guest and then exposing himself to Combs as well. And now after, he says he went along with this because he was fearful. He was fearful. And then he steps out of the room, apparently upset. Mauricio, he's suing, my understanding, based on the reporting, for a number of causes of action here: sexual battery, intentional infliction of emotional distress. Does that apply to these circumstances, everything I've described so far?
God damn.
Yeah, I mean, listen, intentional infliction of emotional distress based on what he's describing here.
Since they stay in here, I got a good story after this one too. Y'all stay in here, double tap the screen for me. Let's get this video to 100 likes, man. 100 likes, that's it. Some free shit. Double tap the screen. Let's just say I got a hell of a story after this.
Is completely a count that could survive. Everything that he's saying is the type of thing that it could be defended, but it's definitely something that Sean Combs has to worry about civilly. And they also sued his company. So it's not only him, it's Bad Boy Records, and it's a couple of other companies that under Sean Combs' control. The allegations, especially the ones that include violence, are pretty alarming. Listen, if I was cross-examining this guy, at the end of the day, he admits that he penetrated this woman. And if you penetrate somebody, there's an issue of were you aroused or not? I mean, are you forced or not? Did you want to or not? And when a man penetrates a woman, the argument is, and I'm sure this is going to come up in trial or in deposition, you wanted to do it. At least at some level, you were erect and you penetrated her. So.
Well, I mean, the other way is look. The other way of flipping the narrative is look who I'm around. Look what I'm witnessing. Look what he's doing. And you mentioned it before.
See Red, save big. Buy today, get big Red Tag savings on Silverados, Equinoxes.
This is bad.
Pines also alleges that he actually witnessed Combs kick a guest during a party, that during a birthday celebration in Turks and Caicos, Combs didn't tell anybody he had COVID, actually gave another person COVID, and Pines was instructed to keep quiet. Again, we're talking about Sean Combs, not in 2024, but Sean Combs years ago, who was at the height of his power, wealth, and fame. I mean, that is something that is a common theme throughout all these cases. And one of the reasons why you have seen a number of these lawsuits come out after Sean Combs was either indicted or arrested, and particularly after his bail was denied. So I think that was a big concept too, is that he no longer can attack you, and he can no longer be a threat to you. That at least is the allegation put forward in one of the reasonings that's been put forward by a number of his accusers. And by the way, let me just go back to this. So while Diddy, of course, is at the center of these allegations, as Mauricio said, in this lawsuit that was reviewed by Rolling Stone, he's named Combs Enterprises, Bad Boy Entertainment, and a senior employee named Christina Courtroom. Now, Courtroom was mentioned in a filing by music producer Rodney Jones. I want to talk about that for a second here, because Christina Courtroom is allegedly Sean Combs' right-hand woman. She's even been described as a sort of Ghislaine Maxwell-type figure to Combs. And we know, of course, that Maxwell is the woman who was convicted of trafficking young girls on behalf of her boss, Jeffrey Epstein, or her boyfriend, her accomplice, whatever you want to call him. Now, according to a complaint that we've talked about here before, this was filed by Rodney Jones, as the chief of staff, defendant Courtroom was instrumental in organizing and executing the RICO and TVPA enterprises. That's the sex trafficking enterprises. And of course, we can't be totally sure what her alleged role is in these Wild King nights, but That is just some background, a little bit on Ms. Courtroom. And Mauricio, I want to circle back with you on this because I do wonder, you know, Sean Combs is the only one being charged right now. The government's been a little bit cagey about whether or not there's going to be a superseding indictment. Why do you think there hasn't been additional charges? Do you think there would be charges against additional other people after Sean Combs' trial in May? Or do you think that is a situation where people are going to be cooperating with the government and testifying against it?
I think it's the latter. I think people are going to be cooperating with the government, testifying against them. I see it all the time in regular cases. I don't see why that would change in a case of this magnitude. And I believe that people around him must have been complicit. I think that he felt that he was above the law. This is somebody that got Obama to pardon one of his best friends that was in prison for drugs. This is somebody that actually thought that he was above the law. So I can only...
y'all bullshit, man. Y'all gotta come on with these likes, dog. Like, y'all sitting in here just watching. Hit the like button, man. That's all you gotta do is double tap the screen. That shit is in the corner, them 3 dots. Hit the like button, man. That's all you gotta do is double tap the screen. You don't have to move the screen. You can continue watching. Hit the like button, man.
You know, think that, you know, he was sloppy in the way that he did these crimes, that there's probably a trail of evidence, not only involving him, but everybody in his circle that he would, you know, delegate these responsibilities to. And those people, when they're faced with the reality of, hey, do you want to testify or do you want to, you know, possibly do time? I think we're going to see a lot of people testifying against him.
And it's not that just even a power dynamic between an employer and employee. It's the power dynamic between a Sean Combs as your employer and you as the employee. I think that's going to be a big theme, as I mentioned before. Now, as for Sean Combs, we mentioned he's facing federal charges of racketeering and sex trafficking. He's pleaded not guilty to these charges. He's presumed innocent until proven guilty. But Combs' attorneys denied these allegations in this lawsuit, saying in a statement to Rolling Stone magazine, no matter how many lawsuits are filed, it won't change the fact that Mr. Combs has never sexually assaulted or sex trafficked anyone, man or woman, adult or minor. We live in a world where anyone can file a lawsuit for any reason. Fortunately, a fair and impartial judicial process exists to find the truth, and Mr. Combs is confident he will prevail in court. Real quick, Mauricio, before we wrap this up, he is right. He is innocent.
That's enough of that shit. That's enough of the diddler. We're gonna get on this right here.
Is it jumping like baby kids be it skill? Niggas beating down the door, the fire on my heel. 12 around the corner, woman bad, but I got chills.
Tonight is the night where the pretty girls make trap music. We'll be here performing tonight, and myself, most popular, of course, because I'm the host of the most popular podcast.
You gotta write about it. You feel me? Don't let nobody undermine your shit.
Because I know some of you, if not all of you, are seeing that some crazy things happening on the social media with me and my ex-partner, right?
I just want everybody to know. I'm sorry. I fucked up. I dropped the ball.
Sometimes life can come at us fast, and nobody perfect, so nobody here to judge. But it only takes one decision to throw your life away. Find ourselves moving off our pride, but then afterwards, we regret it. And that's basically what we got here today. A couple that lived in Columbia, South Carolina, who seem to have been having back and forth on social media for some time now. But then just 4 hours of me doing this video, a man who basically confessed on Facebook prior to a horrific crash that took his own life, had went to Facebook and you were later check out, had shot his girlfriend, allegedly, in front of her kids. But here's the thing, just a day before this young woman had went to Facebook to express her concerns as she feared for her life. Unfortunately, nothing was truly done. But also, after checking that out, you also hear from the man who allegedly did all this and now deceased, had went to Facebook and spoke on basically risking it all for his character. So without wasting too much time, as I try to give you guys as much public details as possible, I want you guys to remember, I don't give you no angle, I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We're gonna jump right to it. Find me Tate, an inspiring rapper who went by the rap stage name Get It Brown.
Talking to me, tell me what should I do? Know I've been thugging, I've been hustling, trying to depend on you. And I've been lost, I've been down, seen a lot, been through shame. But I gotta stand strong, cause you know.
He was a manager for S&J Hot Chicken. He lived in Columbia, South Carolina. He was in a relationship with a young mom who went by the name of Ty Drill on social media. She was also the host of a popular podcast called The Popular Podcast.
Boom, if I had to clear up something, if you see me out in public randomly, whether if it's at the grocery store, at Walmart, don't approach me and start showing me your skin and your body, tell me what you wanted at 2 o'clock in the morning. We at the club.
Okay, that's good advice.
You showing me your whole chest of what you was in flight.
They very passionate. You know, people that do tattoos and get tattoos are very passionate about their art craft, you know? But you're right. Don't do that, people. Tonight is the night where the pretty girls make trap music. We'll be here performing tonight. And myself, most popular, of course, because I'm the host of the most popular podcast, will be interviewing them tonight. So what are you looking forward to tonight? What do you want to see?
I want to see just some dope artists doing their thing, females, you know what I'm saying? Just getting their little groove on, you feel me?
Exactly. So make sure you come with your A game. Make sure you look as pretty as me because yeah, I'm looking cute. And come down here and support, of course. Come support the female artists because artists, female rappers are also in the game and they doing their thing. So make sure you come out here. Again, follow me at Most Popular Podcast on IG and make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Guys, I see you tonight.
When you put your heart and soul into creating something, you want it to make an impact, to endure, to express it.
But somehow, their relationship took a turn. Just last week, Tay went to Facebook and spoke about how he felt his character being played with, basically. Now, his girlfriend later speak on those claims in another video just yesterday. But first, hear what Tay had to say.
It is. You feel me? It's your boy. The laughing stock. The pitiful fool. Jokes on me. Whole time this shit been a setup. Like fuck, do it, you feel me? People don't want to see you be better than they can even imagine they damn self. You know? Growing up and they going through a lot of shit, some shit I caused, some shit I didn't. We all make some choices and decisions. Trouble always found a way to find me.
Don't cry now, nigga.
Everybody always had what they, had set up in their mind they wanted to do and shit like that or something. I guess, like they say, once you get in the streets, them bitches swallow you whole. I was always intrigued by the streets. But I always had a heart. Sometimes you trust your heart over your mind. And you know better. You still choose to do the wrong thing. Yeah, at one point in time, the gangster was goddamn moving by myself. I don't need nobody to goddamn vouch for me. I'm still win, lose, or draw. You feel me? That's just what it is. Like, you get your ass cut, you go back out there and you fight again. You fight till them niggas respect you, you feel me?
Drugs or something. Gotta be on these drugs.
A lot of choices and decisions I made always was because fucking with other people, man. When you feel like you just gotta carry everything on your shoulders, shit. That's all you know, that's all you do. Don't allow other people dead weight and issues and situations to keep you bound and in bondage. Don't allow fake love and obligations and expectations. Give a fuck what you think about me. You ain't lived my shoes. Your story, my story, my story. You feel how you feel, nigga. I feel how I feel. I'm a man just like you, bitch. I put on my pants and my 2 shoes too. But one thing I ain't gonna let nobody do. Nobody. You feel me? Just play with my feelings. My heart, my emotions. Anybody know me, they know I step with everything I do, you feel me? Because I'm passionate about everything I do. If I put my time in, if I put my money in, my blood, sweat, and tears in, I gotta write about it. You feel me? Don't let nobody undermine your... You know who you are. You know what you built. If you went through this shit by yourself, yeah, for sure, you know. It's always good to network, to show love, meet, grow, and build. But stand on your principles. Stand on the shit that make you you. I shut up, I chill, I pop shit. This ain't no act. Y'all say I'm acting crazy. I ain't act. Right is right and wrong is wrong. You know what standing on business is? Right is right and wrong is wrong. Whether my right is my right or your wrong is your wrong. Hands down, we talking about do unto others as you would have them do unto you.
So you go kill your wife, unalive your wife, right?
See, I got a big heart. I got a big mouth too, but I got a big heart.
Hit the like button. Trip.
Y'all ask why I'm so blessed. Cause only God know my heart. If I wasn't doing right, I wouldn't be blessed. You feel me? Second of all, stop allowing people to manipulate your situations. Genuine love don't come with stipulations and conditions and, oh, you gotta do this and this is what I want and this is what I need. But you and not me. If you want me for me, guess what? The bond is real. The connection is real. But don't portray.
Don't it sound like, didn't I say, Mrs. say about this goddamn therapy, man? These motherfuckers be needing a lot of motherfuckers. It ain't just motherfuckers who sell drugs. It's motherfuckers in relationships. Motherfuckers be needing that therapy, man. Therapeutic shit, man. Because we don't know what he's talking about. We kind of get to what he's talking about, but nah. They needed to let that shit out to somebody who understands, because I don't understand.
Or act like you really like that when you know what's up. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, if you a shark, of course something, you know, gonna come to goddamn sweep you. You a snare, shit, you know how it happens. There's always levels to it. Everything you do, y'all be motivated, man. Keep going. Feel me? If I can do it, you can do it. Freedom. A lot of people never have freedom. But freedom ain't even.
You see?
Just being out. It's a lot of people still in bondage.
Thinking about a lot of crazy
You feel me?
shit.
When you free from everything. I know who I am. I know what I went through. I know my story. I'm a victor, not a victim. But a lot of people play victim. when our gut tell us some things, sometimes we need to go with it. I want y'all to keep y'all head up, stay striving, move righteous, you feel me? The love is love, and we're gonna keep rocking. Let's get it.
Now you can tell Tay has some things on his mind. He even went to Facebook and made this post. When I know I'm righteous, I go to war with whoever, and I die about it. Don't play in my face or with my name. Win, lose, or draw, I'll throw it all on the line. He then responded, I just want to say, I appreciate all the love and support. Life has been a real journey, and overall, I'm blessed, no matter what way it go. Now at this point, you had to know Tate personally to know he referencing to his relationship. And his girlfriend has spoke up just 2 days after he made this post in regards to a podcast expo that she was hosting. Even Tate had reposted it, but she also has spoken the claims about her relationship and the hurdles making its way on social media.
Family.
Guys, this is crazy. Moneyline just partnered with the Beast Games to give away over $4 million. This is your...
You already know it's your girl Most Popular, the host Most Popular of the Most Popular Podcast. Yes, welcome everybody. Today is Monday. Yes, Monday. My favorite day of the week because it's open road day, as I always say. You close one door and another door opens. So yes, right on time. So I'm just going to go and get right into it. I just want to announce that the Most Popular Podcast Expo is still happening January 5th, 2025, starting at 4 p.m. sharp. It's going to be in Columbia, South Carolina. The location that I had prior has been canceled due to some unprofessionalism, but it's okay because we have to move forward. I will be dropping the address of the new location sometime this week, so please look forward to that. This message is definitely mainly for all my panelists of the Most Popular Podcast Expo and the special guests. Special guests are all the podcasters that's going to be joining us. The event is still going down. It's just a new location alert. Not a new date, not a new city, just location, the address. So please look forward to that. If anybody has any questions, please contact me directly and I'll answer any question that you may have, whether it's about the podcast or personal. Hello, how you doing? New flyers will be put out. Don't worry about that. I will have new flyers made with the address out. So if you see it, please share it. Invite other podcasters, invite everybody to come get an interview or come get some knowledge of the Podcast Expo. It's also a convention. For those of you who are not sure what a Podcast Expo is, it's a convention where all podcasters come together and we basically discuss, we give information, we're going to be playing games, there's going to be performances, there is going to be a mini fashion show. So you might not want to miss that. There's going to also be like a step routine going down. Hey. Honoring the Kappa Alpha, because that is the anniversary of Kappa Alpha. I believe it's January 5th, as I was told. Please do not kill me. I'm not sure. I'm not into frat and stuff, so I did my little research though, so I'm trying. I also wanted to come here to clarify some things because I know some of you, if not all of you, are seeing that some crazy things happening on the social media with me and my ex-partner, right? I'm not going to get into details, but what I am going to say is, if you personally know me, then you know this is not for you. This is mainly for the people who don't personally know me and are only hearing one side of the story. And I'm not coming here to ask for you to have any type of pity for me or any of that, because I want you to know, like, I don't care. I don't care. Because, like I posted in my thing, I'm going to see now who's faking. So this is all I need. I just need to rule out. And first of all, there's no such thing as ruling out because I don't really take nothing personal. If you ever see me out and about, you see that I be in my own lane. I be in my own little square. Like, I don't really deal too much with the drama and all of that. But if you don't know, I would like for everyone to please go down, all the way down to my timeline, or please go hit the YouTube link on my bio, or go to my Instagram, right? And you will see that I started Instagram 2021, and I started Facebook 2022. I started podcasting at the beginning of 2022. I started in Got Sound Studios. Shout outs to Neek the Geek, right? If you know, you know. Season 1 to Most Popular Podcast was a wrap. December 5th, 2022. Okay? That's when I was just doing individual interviews. I was a hardcore traveling host from state to state, doing what I had to do. I was already modeling. I moved here 2021. Yeah. And I was already doing all of this. I actually started off with music. For those of you who don't know, I was doing music. I was an artist. I did some music, I put it to the side, and I moved on to other stuff. So I just want to make that clear. I started Most Popular Podcast. I've been podcasting since the beginning of 2021. Excuse me, since the beginning of 2022. I've been doing music since the beginning of 2021, along and amongst other things that is not important right now. But I just wanted to clarify that. Nobody made me, nobody put me where I'm at. What I will say is I am grateful and thankful for all of my guests that have been on the Most Popular Podcast. I'm grateful for even the guests that I have not gotten to that I really want to interview. I don't want you to feel like I don't want to interview you. It's been so much going on. I appreciate everyone that has supported me, whether you hit like, whether you follow, whether you shared, you spoke about me, you recommended me, the nomination. Everything counts and matters to me. But what I'm not going to do, I'm not going to sit here and allow someone to say that they made me. And most importantly, all of you are grown and all of you have eyes, ears. If you can't hear, you can see. If you can't see, you can walk. So one of your senses can tell you that Most Popular did what Most Popular had to do. And if Most Popular is in somebody else's space of shining, Most Popular is still in her little box, quiet, observing, being supportive. Not trying to take shine, not trying to be seen, not trying to get over, none of that. I speak and move when it's my turn.
Now, she made that Facebook post on Facebook Day, but apparently that pissed Tay off, because some things that went down that the public don't know about that made her go to Facebook and fear for her life. Less than 48 hours of her making that Facebook Live, she wrote, "I want to publicly apologize to anyone that's been harassed due to my personal matters. Unfortunately, things are getting out of hand, and I can't control this personal actions and lies. Please reach out to me personally if you're one of the victims." And in the comment section, someone said, "You good, boo?" She responded, "No, my life and others are in danger." Someone had responded, "Is there anything I can do?" She had quoted, "I'm okay for now." Someone had responded, "Okay, just let me know." So as you can tell, things was getting out of hand. But apparently, Tay had got to her. And unfortunately, less than 24 hours after she made that post, December 28th, 2024, 3 days before 2025, Columbia police have responded to a shooting related to a domestic incident on Blossom Street at around 11 a.m. Unfortunately, Tay had allegedly shot his girl in the leg in front of her kids before fleeing the scene, when suddenly he hopped on Facebook Live and said the following.
I just want everybody to know. I'm sorry. I fucked up.
This nigga go again.
I fucked up. I dropped the ball.
This nigga go again.
I let him get to me. They won. They won, y'all. I'm sorry.
These niggas going crazy about these women, man. Going crazy.
I was so blessed.
Then they
I had made it through. There they go, y'all.
This was on Facebook. The crazy part about this is I seen this video right here on Facebook. My girl had showed it to me and I was like, I don't know what happened. And then I came on here and then he ran the story about it.
I'll think on me, y'all. They behind me. They gonna kill me, y'all. I'm gonna make
me, y'all. Today is the day I die, y'all. They gonna kill me today, y'all. I'm finna make them. I'm sorry, y'all. So sorry. I know it. I'm finna make it. I love y'all. Y'all know I gave all I could. You feel me? I gave this shit all I could. You feel me? They coming. They coming.
Went flat.
You feel me? And I gotta go. I gave all I could, y'all.
This shit crazy, bro.
I gotta make these. You feel me? It's been a real ride. My mom.
And what Tate didn't know, that yes, his girlfriend was in critical condition, but thank God, as of now, she survived. But unfortunately, after a gruesome crash involving 5 vehicles, Tate had lost his life on the scene. May he rest in peace. A love of condolences to his family. It was 2 p.m., just 2 hours after he allegedly shot his girlfriend in the leg. Columbia police have reported a car crash eastbound on Gardner's Ferry Road.
Good afternoon, this is Sam Shapiro reporting live in Columbia from Garner's Ferry and Hazelwood Roads, where as you can see behind me, a multiple vehicle accident occurred here around sometime noon earlier this Saturday. We have been told that this accident has been linked to a domestic related shooting that happened shortly after 11 o'clock on Blossom Street, and the suspected male shooter left the scene and was involved in apparently this accident here. I had officials from CPD confirm to me as well that that shooting was in fact linked to this this accident right here behind me. Now, as you can see behind me, from what it appears to look like, it appears that 5 cars were involved in this collision behind me. As you can see, some of those cars suffering major damage on the right side of the road, and it's been backing up traffic here on Garner's Ferry all throughout this afternoon since I've been here. I've been here since about 12:45, 1 o'clock this afternoon. The crew's been working to kind of clean up the scene here. No word yet on the number of injuries or deaths reported yet. It seems like some of the people I spoke to on the side saw some of those people getting out of those cars, and many of the people did look okay, but no word exactly on how many people were found just yet. It seems like crews are going to be out here throughout the rest of the afternoon, but in the meantime, it seems like everybody, as of right now, is doing okay. We're going to have more updates and information for you later on WIS News tonight at 6. Reporting live in Columbia. For now, I'm Sam Shapiro, WIS News 10.
As we wrap this video up, I'm sending prayers to everyone involved. Once again, rest in peace to Tate. Love and condolences to it.
That's crazy. Shot his girl in the leg. She survived. He go on a high-speed chase from the Laos, kill himself. It's wicked, man. That's wicked right there. Y'all know we got one more. I gotta go one more time. We're gonna go one more time for the one more time. Guilty. The boys are found guilty, man. We're gonna get into this real fast. And then I'm out of this.
Out in the audience, there shall be no reaction, one way or another, to any of the verdicts. I've instructed my deputies to take note of anyone who has any sort of audible reaction to any of the verdicts, and they will be taken into custody, and there will be an immediate contempt hearing. So we will have silence. during the verdicts and after reading the verdicts. I hope that's clear to everyone.
Oh, it's something crazy mental. Hey, brother, yeah. Hey, man. I be thinking it's nothing in the world. I don't give a fuck if my girl, Buddha, man. I don't give a fuck if my girl motherfucking me. I found out she cheating with 3-4 niggas. Bro, I'm not finna go shoot her, my nigga. I'm finna move the fuck around. Like, I'm not gonna go make no Facebook Live and then go try to shoot her. My nigga, ain't nothing can make me do that to a woman. Like, it's gotta be something mentally wrong. These ain't even street niggas. These are regular niggas that's going crazy about these women, man. Going crazy. She don't want to do what you want them to do, and you go, she wasn't even cheating or nothing, nigga. You know what I'm saying? It was just something just wicked wrong, old buddy. You know what I'm saying? Get the likes up, man. Get the likes up. Get the likes to 100, man. You talking about XX extension, man. These boys are found guilty. I don't see why these niggas be trying to look like they ain't sinister when they in court, nigga. You might as well put on that jail suit, nigga. Niggas be trying to dress out clean and like they nigga, like nigga. You been wearing them same clothes. They been wearing them same suits every court day. That's what? Like over a year or two. Let's get the lights up, y'all. XX extension is the people who unalived them, the young boys. They found guilty. Remember the fat bull at the bottom, he definitely told it. He told on everybody. So all that suit and tie shit, man, you can cancel that shit. You notice the snitch ain't, the fat boy, he ain't even in there. You notice that? Because he don't got the same sentence as y'all. You know? Bad boy who told he ain't even in the courtroom with none of these guys. That's why they look, that's why them facial expressions, that's the facial expression of, man, I'm gonna spend the rest of my motherfucking entire young ass life and the motherfucking behind bars.
You know?
Reggie Welch. You're looking at the XX extension case, one. Took him a while. I think this guy been dead, unalive for like a while.
Jurors are entering.
Trying to go put on suit and ties and turtlenecks and shit. Nigga, you better take that shit out, nigga. Nigga, that shit ain't.
Parties may be seated. Court will come to order. The parties are present. The jurors are present. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, have you in fact reached verdicts in this case? Yes. All right. If you'd hand the verdict forms to the deputy.
Yes, sir, one. No problem, my brother. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. Judge looking at the verdict. He looking at the verdict. Oh.
What if you could get your music submitted to over 100 Spotify playlist curators and boost your chances?
Hey, yo, they ass cooked. For real. They ass definitely cooked, man. It's definitely a sad case,
appear to
bro.
be in proper form. I will publish.
Notice they ain't got no handcuffs on right now.
In the Circuit Court of the 17th Judicial Circuit in Fort Broward County, Florida, the state of Florida versus Diddy Williams, verdict count 1. We, the jury, find as follows as to the defendant, Diddy Williams, in this case. The defendant is guilty of murder in the first degree as charged in the indictment.
Uh-oh. You know what happens when this happens? You
Count
gotta
2.
stand up.
We, the jury, find as follows as to the defendant, Diddy Williams, in this case. The defendant is guilty of armed robbery as charged in the indictment.
Can I ask y'all something? And I don't want to sound racist, y'all. I'm not being racist. I don't want y'all to say, man, self-made a racist, man. But I ride for my race, meaning I love black people. Why do they got these big black laws in the back? Why it's not no big old white police officers? You get what I'm saying, to handle these guys. Now they went and got some of the biggest motherfucking cops there is, like, on earth. I seen this in the Young Dolph case too. I'm like, damn, they got these big ass laws, like the big ass black laws, big black laws. Hey man, I need you to come work the courts today. These motherfucking laws, man, behind these guys, bro.
Count 1, we, the jury, find as follows as to the defendant, Michael Boatwright, in this case. The defendant is guilty of murder in the first degree as charged in the indictment.
Stand up, sir.
During the course of the crime committed, the defendant, Michael Boatwright, actually possessed a firearm. Yes.
Okay,
during the
they go
course
white
of
one.
the crime committed, did the defendant, Michael Boatwright, actually discharge a firearm? Yes. During the course of the crime committed, did the defendant, Michael Boatwright, actually inflict death to Jose Onfroy as a result of discharging a firearm in his possession? Yes. Count 2. We, the jury.
So he was one of the shooters, I guess.
Find as follows as to the defendant, Michael Boatwright, in this case. The defendant is guilty of armed robbery as charged in the indictment. During the course of the crime committed, did the defendant, Michael Boatwright, actually possess a firearm? Yes. During the course of the crime committed, did the defendant, Michael Boatwright, actually discharge a firearm? Yes. During the course of the crime committed, did the defendant, Michael Boatwright, actually inflict death to Jose Onfroy as a result of discharging a firearm in his possession? Yes. Verdict, count 1. We, the jury, find as follows as to the defendant, Trayvon Newsom, in this case. The defendant is guilty of murder in the first degree as charged in the indictment. During the course of the crime committed, did the defendant, Trayvon Newsom, actually possess a firearm? Yes. Count 2. We, the jury, find as follows as to the defendant, Trayvon Newsom, in this case. The defendant is guilty of armed robbery as charged in the indictment.
See, he didn't get the same charge.
During the course of the crime committed, did the defendant, Trayvon Newsom, actually possess a firearm? Yes. So say we all, this 20th day of March, 2023, at Fort Lauderdale, Broward County, Florida.
Yeah, it took like 6 years. But I think because it's so many people involved in the case,
Yes,
4 of them.
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Madam Clerk, you'll poll the jury. Yes.
Juror 1, are these your verdicts?
Yes.
Juror 5, are these your verdicts? Yes. Juror 8, are these your verdicts? Yes. Juror 10, are these your verdicts?
Yes.
Juror 12, are these your verdicts? Yes. Juror 3, are these your verdicts?
Yes.
Juror 4, are these your verdicts? Yes. Juror 7, are these your verdicts?
Yes.
Juror 6, are these your verdicts? Yes. Juror 9, are these your verdicts? Yes. Juror 2, are these your verdicts?
Yes.
And Juror 11, are these your verdicts? Yes. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for your time and consideration of this case. I also wish to advise you of some very special privileges that are enjoyed by jurors. No juror can ever be required to talk about the discussions that occurred in the jury room, except by court order. For many centuries, our society has relied upon juries for consideration of difficult cases.
That nigga look like he dying. He's gonna cry on the inside. Like, then they go to looking at each other like these, they smirking and all that shit and just rolling your eyes. Nigga, let them tears out, nigga. Hey, it's over. You can stick a fork in these guys. They're done. Done, nigga. Like, no inspection, nigga. I'll be crying, nigga. I ain't gonna even lie. Be crying, I got me a life sentence, nigga. Some dumb ass shit, little punk ass little change that they got. All you niggas who wanna be robbers and rob people and shit, you know. If you don't know, you don't need to know, man. Give up their whole lives, bro. Then Fat Boy tell everything. He tell everything. Fat Boy probably gonna be home in about 7-8 years. You know what I'm saying? These niggas, man, ain't nobody sad. Ain't nobody mad. Them niggas don't look angry. They don't look like they could have a care. Like, this is the type of shit we dealing with, man. The one in the middle just, like it's just, I don't get it, man. Like, your life is over with, fool. Like, and they got these big old black cops behind y'all ready to turn you upside down if you attempt to move, boy. That one in the middle look like he ready. He just ready like Freddy, man. This shit crazy, dawg. These motherfuckers don't get it.
No matter what type of severe asthma you have, Tespire can help you have fewer attacks.
I don't get the shit either. I don't get why they dress up though. I don't get why they dressed up though. Like, y'all had somebody tell on y'all, man, that's over with. You might as well put on them county clothes, nigga. You might as well put on the county suit, man. That shit don't mean nothing to them people. I don't know why people think that you dressing up. If I know I'm guilty, man, I'm not wasting my time, man. Let's get this shit over with, man. Send me on up the way, because I ain't finna play with y'all and waste y'all time, bro. I want to go put on me a turtleneck. Like, nigga, I'm not doing all that shit, bro. This nigga done told on us. Ain't no sense in me trying to dress up now. He done told on us. We dead. Dressed fly just to go put on the jumpsuit. You know what I'm saying? The realest. You get what I'm saying, dog? Like that shit is like, it don't make sense to me, fool. If we get snitched on, man, like, I'm not dressing up, fool. There ain't no sense in us wearing the suit, fool. We might as well just put on a jumpsuit, bro. Might as well put on a jumpsuit. And then it's crazy, the Fat Boy probably gonna get like 7, 8 years, fool. The one at the bottom, where the background is blue. Bro, that's crazy, dog. It's crazy. I've been in here an hour and a half, y'all. I'm finna get the fuck on, man. I'm hungry. I think I need to cook some breakfast. Just got off. not too long ago. Wow, it's 7 now. Shit, I've been up an hour, 2 hours. I suit to get locked up in, yeah. But you know they give you them clothes and shit though. But your people can bring clothes too. But they got, well, and I know in our county jail, they got clothes for you too if you decide that's what you want to do. It's your choice. But then nobody wants to wear the clothes at the county jail because they be looking like you going to court in a clown suit. You know, this nigga went and put on him a turtleneck. That nigga went and put on one of them Charleston White turtlenecks. That nigga looking like he on Love and Hip Hop or something, nigga. Hey, they coming for Drake too. Yeah, I heard that too. Hey, people know the truth, man, about what I'm saying about these people having power and shit. I already read a show about that when I read the XX extension. That's what I was telling you about these artists and these people with this real power. They trying to say that Drake had something to do with it, and the lawyers are saying that he needs to testify, but the judge is like, no, Drake didn't have nothing to do with this, nigga. They gon' file an appeal. And when they file them appeals, hey, the judge ain't gonna be able to stop that shit. He ain't gonna be able to stop that. They gonna question Drake, and if he's asking, if they file an appeal, he gonna have to testify. You know? For real. He gonna have to testify, y'all. For real. Like, he definitely gonna have to testify. So he can say what he wanna say. Dog. Like, it's just, man, I'm not even finna get into that because that's a whole nother ordeal, fool. And y'all know that, like, man, I be believing that the Illuminati is real, man. That's why them motherfuckers be, you know what I'm saying? That's why the motherfuckers can get away with shit so long. But when them people get tired of you or something, that's when you get caught for doing your dirt. You know, the shit deeper than Diddy. Nigga, it's white people doing the same shit, bro. I done watch shit on YouTube where they say these white people be having rituals in the woods and shit, man. Hey, this same type of shit that Diddy doing in the white parties, I'm talking about the all-white parties, not white parties as in race. It's the same thing that they said that them white people doing off in the woods. Hey, that's what I heard. You know what I'm saying? That's what I heard. They been doing it for years. They just don't get caught for the shit that they doing. So, this is why I be feeling like having mixed emotions about like this shit and the way they making it look. Nah, they making this shit, they giving this nigga slang names. They saying the slang names on the news. They not saying the slang names on podcasts like ours and content creators like me. You know what I'm saying? They saying this shit on the motherfucking court stations. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just when they get tired of dealing with you, my nigga, this is what gonna happen to you, fool. And then what be fucked up about it is they won't even let you use your money. They won't even let you use, like that nigga put up $30 million, man. And they told this nigga no. $30 million or $50 million, whatever the fuck it was. I done forgot it's so much motherfucking money. Do you realize, that is a athlete contract to get out of jail? Hey, that is some shit you can pay, I don't know, one of these niggas, Dak Prescott, nigga, to get out of fucking jail. Like, it's a lot of money, fool. A lot of money, bro. And you know, Boosie done got in federal trouble. He bonded out. You get what I'm saying? it's some shit that they know that we don't know, y'all, about that shit, about that Diddy shit, fool. That we don't know where they got him red-handed. You got this nigga, they talking about all type of sex machines and the bags that he got, I forget the names of the bags that he got. Like, they got these cold little names for this shit. They get, where y'all think they get, man? I ain't finna get into that. He said, then they swapped the judges later after because he said no to Diddy. I'm telling you, dog, this the shit that they'll do. Like in the Young Thug trial, y'all notice the judges got swiped? Look, they knew they didn't have nothing on. See, man, y'all got me talking again, man. They knew they didn't have nothing on Young Thug now. They knew that, the judge knew that he wasn't gonna be able to convict him, so they made some bullshit to where they had to switch judges and go to another judge to make it like maybe she'll slam dunk him. Even she wasn't even going for that bullshit. Like, you see, you shouldn't be able to switch a judge. Like, yeah, I can switch a lawyer, but you shouldn't be able to switch, bro. I'm switching like people whole attitude, the way they think of how you just switch that shit. And they think that shit right. You know what I'm saying? Like, now they do shit the judge could just say, no, Drake wouldn't do that. He doesn't have to come testify. Or Lil Durk wouldn't do that in the LBG Duck case. He don't got to come testify, but your name all up and down this paperwork. That don't make sense to me. On the streets, when you do shit, your name up and down paperwork like that, you're in there with a suit on, man. Might have to take the stand. But these big ass artists and these big ass record companies know how to block shit. They think they saving you, but then they really getting slam dunking your ass for their big shit. Look how they did Lil Durk. But salute to y'all, man. I'm gone, man. Appreciate y'all rocking out with me.